last year, to grind all the way there and lose by 3, it was painful. It hurt. I was sick. Like now, that sour taste is still in my mouth. Like I'm hungry.
The pro era were the next big thing.
This kid's ready to play for 250K. PS4, be ready. That's all I gotta say.
So if we can come out and play our style of play, then I don't see nobody stopping us.
We are Throwdown, and we are 100% loving being called the villains of PlayStation.
Our motto actually is write the check.
Like Island Game, they're a write the check kind of team. They talk a lot, but you got to be able to back it up. If you can't, it's worth nothing.
What's up, guys? I'm Rachel, and welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV. The 2K Prime All-Star Tournament continues, and today we find out which 2 teams will meet up in New Orleans for that championship game. But first, we have some news in my park. Park After Dark is back. The My Park Live event is happening Saturday, February 25th. Hosting this event is none other than hip-hop super producer DJ Premier. And he'll be debuting 2 all-new exclusive tracks. We caught up with DJ Premier to see what he's planning for the event. What's up, guys? Today I am here with legendary music producer DJ Premier.
Yes.
For the 2nd year in a row.
Yep. This is not the chair of choice because this is totally I feel like I'm at a therapy session or something. Hey, look at the chair, guys.
We like relaxed interviews on 2K TV.
Yeah. You know, all I need now is an old man smoker's pipe. Some Bing Crosby, boo 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 boo.
So in 2K16, you're one of our curators for the soundtrack, and now in 2K17, you're going to be DJing Park After Dark, which is a new event to our game. What were your first impressions when you heard about Park After Dark?
I'm all about just the exposure of anything that's affiliated with good music being put out. And I have a 5-year-old son, I have a nephew who's 22, and we get our game on. So I'm glad to be a part of it.
Did they help you when you were putting together your set for Park After Dark? Did they inspire you at all?
I'm inspired by everything. I mean, I always check the radio. Even if it's not the style I make as a producer, I still like to keep up with what's popular because I think when you're in touch with that, then you can also assess where you fit in. The thing that's important to me now is to bridge the gap between the older generation and the younger generation. And one of the ways is this game.
You have a couple new songs that you'll be debuting.
Yes.
In Park After Dark.
Yes. We have a Joe Budden exclusive that he did with A-Rap Music. He has a current new album out right now, and this is one of the songs that didn't go on the album. And I have a couple other surprises. I gave you one, that's all you're getting for right now.
Last year on 2K TV, you said that you're a big basketball fan and also a fan of the Knicks.
Right.
And I know recently you worked on an anthem.
Yeah, with
for
DMC, of Run DMC. I mean, we literally did it in less than an hour. It did just from the whole vibe coming together.
And you've been in the music industry for many years. You've seen the evolution, I would say, of hip-hop as well.
No question.
How would you describe hip-hop today?
Hip-hop today is, it was always been youth-driven. And when it comes to the younger generation, they are the leaders of carrying the culture on. So if you really care about it culturally, you gotta still monitor, making sure that it stays regulated on a certain guideline of how it's supposed to be done. And I'm glad I exist to be able to do that. They need to study who came before them because if you don't know the history, there's no way you can carry on but a certain amount of years, and I'll take your spot.
You're working on a new album.
Yes, it's an album that's dedicated to the closing of D&D Studios, which was a very famous underground street hip-hop studio. They closed their doors going on 3 years now, and the studio is on 320 West 37th Street. So I'm calling the album Last Session at 320.
Well, thank you again for working with us on 2K17.
For sure.
And obviously coming on 2K TV.
Yep, good night, everybody. Yeah.
You guys don't want to miss this Park After Dark live event. Once again, guys, Saturday, February 25th. Back to the All-Star Tournament. We have our top 8 teams today going head-to-head till we find out which top 2 will be joining us in New Orleans for that championship game. I have Scott OG joining me right now to break down these games. Which one is most anticipated, would you say, among the 2K community?
I'd say it's the one we're watching right now between Still Trill and Island Gang. Still Trill, number 2 in the world, coming into the tournament. Island Gang, number 15. They had 2 impressive victories coming into this game. And we really have the 2 best, what I think, point guards that are going at it. Dimes from Still Trill had 50 points, that 50 piece that we talked about last week. And then By Any Means Mo has a 44. He's kind of that Westbrook-ish. He's got the highest usage rate in the tournament, but he's a really good player. They're moving around, so the game's going back and forth. So we couldn't have asked for a better matchup to start this.
First game, starting out hot.
We were pretty good 3-point shooting team. We score in transition a lot. We commit turnovers and score easy on the break. We like to run man, and we switch it up to 2-3. We try to exploit their weakness.
Island Gang's By Any Means Mo dropped 27 and 11 dimes, an impressive stat line. But a single player's performance is not gonna get it done in this bracket. Still Trill takes control with a team effort. Detoxy puts up 20, while Dimes continues his all-star tournament dominance with a 27-point, 11-assist performance. Still Trill adds insult to injury with a 3 to end the game and a 19-point victory over Island Gang, 88-69.
The second game of the day has Throwdown taking on the Druckerbockers.
Last year, I think we went into the tourney kind of like we were the #1 seed. We didn't know anything about GFG, absolutely nothing. They just punched us in the mouth. And from there, I mean, the fourth quarter started, it was over. This year, we'll be locked in from game 1 until, hopefully NOLA.
Throwdown goes right after the defending champions, taking a 12-point lead into the second half off of a ridiculous 93% shooting. Throwdown is scorching the nets, getting whatever they want. The Druckerbockers fight back in the third, reducing the deficit to 4 and setting themselves up for an epic comeback. After tying the game with a minute left, Let's Ball Up takes the lead back for Throwdown with a contested layup. With all eyes on Mr. Styles, he misses the game-tying jumper, giving the final advantage to Throwdown. A unified effort from Throwdown dethrones the Druckerbockers with a 59-55 win. Congrats on that win. That was an awesome game.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it got intense at the end, but we found a way to pull it out.
So you guys knocked off the defending champions. How does that feel?
It feels pretty good. We have like a sort of a competitive rivalry with them. We go back and forth. It would have been a little bit sweeter had we been able to hold on to the lead, but we closed it out in the end, and all that matters is we're moving on.
You've made it a bit further than last year. Did you guys learn anything?
I think we just learned how to stay composed in the moment. Everyone gets a little bit nervous before the game starts, but last year I think the nerves kind of lasted throughout the game, whereas this year we're a lot more prepared. We've had more time to play with our teammates. Like last year we kind of just threw our roster together last minute, but this year we've been playing together this entire 2K, so our chemistry is definitely way better than last year.
Have you guys been scouting any of the other teams?
Yeah, we've been watching film all week. We went through all the games last night as a team. We know how everybody plays. It just comes down to execution.
What would this mean to you, making it all the way to the finals in New Orleans?
Honestly, it would mean the world, just because our team is kind of like a family. Like, we've grown up on this 2K and together, and like me and Deb have been playing together since 2K14. So that's like a 4-year friendship that we've formed. So making it with him as well as the rest of the team would mean a lot, just to be able to get there and be with each other and play as a team.
Congratulations in the win, and we might be talking to you soon.
Awesome. Thanks, Rachel.
Next is Road to Legends taking on SJE Sports.
And ball movement, that's all I ever preach. Like, as long as we keep moving the ball around, people run zone all day. Just if you keep moving the ball, something will get open.
Shots tries to carry SJ through this one, dropping 27, but is unable to stop Road to Legends' team play. Bear to Beast tallies 16 assists with every player getting into double digits in the points column. Road to Legends drives on, 71-57.
The final third round game has Top Notch versus Pro Era.
Basically, we're all a group of friends that met up since 2K15. If we were to win it, we're gonna spend time together because like I said, we're like a family.
Top Notch takes the lead in the first quarter and Pro Era can't seem to counter. This lopsided contest goes to Top Notch with My Skills Unreal scoring 24 for the 8-point win. Top Notch moves on to their second console final, 71-63. Congratulations on the win and for making it into the console championship.
Thank you. We made it to the finals too last year, but we lost to Highlight Zoom.
Are you going to be using any motivation from last year?
Yeah, because we've been here, so we know what to do now, I hope.
Have you scouted Throwdown at all?
Yes. We played them 5 times. We beat them all 5 times.
So what do you think is the toughest part about their team that you guys are going to have to overcome?
They 3-point shot. They like to shoot a lot of threes.
So what would this mean for you if your team made it to New Orleans for the finals?
It mean a lot. It really mean a lot. I treat them like my bros.
Is there anything specific that you guys are doing to prepare for this last game? Any final notes?
Yep. We look at the clip every time. We're watching the AG and Throwdown game. We just see what they're doing. We scouting them still.
Good luck in the finals, and maybe we'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you.
To vote. Here are your 4 contenders for the top play of the week. Remember, you can submit your best plays through social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. I am back with Scott OG to break down our last games before our console finals, and SJ is not one of those finalists.
No. A lot of people thought they were much better, including myself. I mean, they got here, so much respect to them. I hope to see them back again next year. But yeah, they got taken out by Road to Legends, who was unranked coming into the tournament. Congrats to them. So they are moving on.
They've been a sleeper for sure. So we'll have to see how they do against Still Trail, who has played well through this entire tournament, has no slip-ups.
They better be ready for Dimes. So
Your boy Dimes.
My boy Dimes, best player in the tournament, and they're gonna have their hands full, so we'll see.
And on the PS4 side, we had Top Notch taking out Pro Era, and Top Notch will now be going up against Throwdown, who both teams were in our tournament last year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Again, and they were high on the leaderboard. So that theory is definitely holding true. We'll see what we get from Top Notch when it comes to their second game. They were kind of like this in their first game last week, and then they just pounded Millie Rock in the second one. So I don't know, we'll see if that holds true again.
Well, Top Notch actually mentioned to me that they've played Throwdown 5 times already, and they claim that they've beat them every time. So They say that their strength is a 3-pointer. They're gonna play man-to-man defense.
Yep.
So we'll have to see if that holds up or if Throwdown comes up on the 6th.
Yep.
It's time for the console final on the Xbox One. Road to Legends taking on Still Trill. Road to Legends forces Dimes, Still Trill's leading scorer, into mistakes. But Still Trill proves they're more than just Dimes. Detoxies and Timely Cook both put up big numbers, taking their console's championship with the 82-65 victory. Still Trill is locked and headed to New Orleans.
All right, guys, we just wrapped our Xbox Championship. Joining me in studio, Scott OG and Chris Manning. And we have Scott OG's team.
Still Trill is, still going to the finals. And they're all behind the best player in the tournament, Dimes. Again, first game today, he has 37 and 14. And then he finishes it off with 24 points and 15 dimes.
It's amazing to see such a player that is able to do this, setting up his teammates and dominating these games offensively.
Yeah, I like the way their team is put together. Obviously it's worked, but defensively is where they are really honing in, and they're blowing teams out. So as far as that, you look at that and the point differential, you're gonna want to favor Still Trill.
And now joining us, we have Dimes from Still Trill. Congratulations on making it to the finals.
Thank you.
Well, Scott's been hyping you up this whole tournament. I know he has a few questions.
Let's get to first the Island Gang game that you guys had today. Tell me basically what was going through your guys' head. What was the game plan?
We knew we were going to get stops, and we knew we were going to get out on the break and get fast points and easy buckets, and that's what we did.
Dimes, how many hours of 2K do you play a week to get ready for this tournament?
There's no number. I play every day, all day.
The one thing that you guys haven't gotten enough credit, at least you're getting it now, is how well you guys played defensively. Speak to us about the strategy, how you guys are thinking or taking each game in.
We just play 2-3 and, don't give up any open shots, nothing easy. And we all just communicating and constantly talking and telling each other what we're going to do. And you got to trust your teammates. And I think that's one thing we have a lot, which is trust in each other.
Talk about your archetype build and how you're able to not only score and dominate these games, but also get everybody else involved.
I'm a 6'5" playmaker, and I know I can score. I really don't feel there's nobody who can guard me one-on-one. So if they're going to leave me one-on-one, I'm going to, kill them and then force somebody else to help and find the open person on my team.
And tell me about your teammates. Have you guys met in person yet, or will this be the first time?
No, this will be the first time that each and every one of us meets each and every one of us.
Well, congratulations again for making it this far in the tournament. We are all very excited to see you guys in New Orleans.
Definitely, I can't wait to meet you. Thank you.
And now for our PS4 championship, we have Throwdown going up against Top Notch. The final game of the day, the console final for PS4, with Top Notch taking on Throwdown 2K. Top Notch's 630 tries to take control early, dropping 12 in the first, but a good run by Throwdown in the late 3 by Insanity keeps the score tied going into the half. Coming out of the half, offensive boards and capitalizing on mistakes gives Top Notch a commanding 13-point lead going into the fourth. But putting it all on the line, Throwdown comes back to give themselves a chance in the final seconds. An intentional foul sends 630 to the line to ice the game, making the first but missing the second. With only 4 seconds left, Moody inbounds to Deb, gets open in the corner, and hits the buzzer beater 3 to force overtime. And in overtime, Throwdown takes the lead, disrupting Top Notch and forcing the Rage Quit for their second straight console finals loss. Throwdown is going to New Orleans, 81-75. All right, so the PS4 championship may have been our best game of this entire tournament. Throwdown against Top Notch. Top Notch was number 1, and they had the lead, and we all thought they had the game.
They had a double-digit lead, and they were controlling it throughout the entire game, and then they just crumbled.
They made mistake after mistake, turnovers, 8-second violation, throwing the ball out of bounds. The thing that was the craziest moment for me in this game, they make a foul, there's just seconds left in the game. Top Notch shoots up the first one, makes it, 3-point game, shoots up the second free throw, misses it, and they call a timeout, and they're able to set up a play, which ultimately led to a game-tying three-pointer from the corner, and that one's gonna sting for a long time.
In that one scenario, this is where, you know, we're gonna see in this final where these situations may occur again. How do you handle them? They could have fouled. You had the bonus, so if you foul, then you just play the free throw game. They didn't do that. And then they had the miscommunication on the defensive end that led to a wide open three.
And I know we don't want to go in too hard on any teams, but I feel like we kind of can with Top Notch because they just quit in overtime.
Don't tap out. They called for the reliever. They threw the white towel in the ring. It's over. You know what I'm saying? That was such a poor way to exit. That type of mentality, you're going to be doing the same thing over and over again because you're never looking in the mirror.
So let's find out what actually happened in those last minutes of the game. We have Dev from Throwdown. Congratulations, first of all, for making it to the finals. Are you still excited right now?
Oh, I mean, I literally just ran back from my room to do this interview, like celebrating with my teammates. Like, I don't know, I'm still right now, I don't know how we did it. I mean, at the end of the day, I have to give a shout out to Moot and Chuck. That's our center, Kid Lit, and then Moody, who hit the big three at the end. He just changed his shot today for the tourney, and I don't know how he hit it, but that's a confident shot, so.
So you guys are sitting there, you're down 2, you send their team to the free throw line. He misses the second free throw. What's going on in your chat conversation with your teammates?
This sounds really bad, but I took my mic out once I missed the last 3 before we fouled him because I was so upset of how bad I just played. And I just sat on the ground and just looked down and I was like, I can't believe I just messed up and just threw the game for my team. And they started screaming, he missed. So I immediately plugged in my mic and I sit back up. And then we set up a perfect play call and just Moot knocks it down. And I mean, from there, it was like, we can't lose. We fought this hard. There's no way we lose this at all.
Me and Chris were talking about it in the stream about, hey, this one looks like it's over. And then you turned it up, started to be more aggressive. We've got some Skype cheese going on here.
My mom called me. I'm sorry.
You're all good. There you go. That's the best time to hit that ignore button. You got to hit that thing right now. Even moms get it too. So you're going to enjoy this one tonight, as you should, as your teammates should. You guys played an incredible game. But now we got to look forward to New Orleans. And you're going to match up against Still Trill and Dimes, their PG, who is probably, I've said, is the best point guard in this tournament right now. So I'm going to leave it to you to prove me wrong. What do you guys know about them? And what do you guys, I guess, what's the thought process moving forward?
We actually know a lot about them, like a lot. I actually am pretty close to Dimes. Like, we've had combos. We mess around with each other all the time, telling, like, he'll tell me I'm the GOAT and I'll tell him, nah, he's the GOAT. And like, it's kind of gonna, like, when we meet them and stuff, it's gonna be a friendly matchup. When we were on Xbox, we played Still Trill almost every night at like 2 a.m. We'd play them till 4 in the morning, but we never played them with Dimes because Dimes is new. But we played Dimes with the previous teams that he played with, so we're looking forward to playing this Still Trill. I mean, I know you guys have watched them and you guys keep talking about them, but they look really good right now. They look really good.
Well, now that $250K is within reach, what do you guys plan to do with it if you win the check?
Oh man, well, I just turned 21 like a couple months ago, so
no.
that'll be fun.
Well, we'll stop you right there, buddy. We'll stop you right there, all right? Well, congratulations to you guys. I know all 3 of us are excited to see you guys in New Orleans, and best of luck.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, this will definitely be a great matchup. I know that we are all very excited to see it. And guys, next week on 2K TV, we will be giving you the behind the scenes from our 2K Prom All-Star event, and of course, wrapping up everything that went down. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Leave it! That was a disaster.
You way too early. Your timing was off.